Yes. Good morning, folks. I'm Harrison Whitney. And to be honest with you, I don't know where to start. But my inner being says start with Dr. Anthony Fauci. Brilliant epidemiologist, researcher on contagious diseases, president's front man on the coronavirus. He's not only a brilliant epidemiologist who's gone through the first, second, third, and now the fourth step of the scientific method. And he's the only one epidemiologist that I know of who has done this. He has what's called a credible, plausible, scientific hypothesis. And President Trump is actually in lockstep. The only difference is President Trump mentioned the word yesterday. He caught himself. He said, I shouldn't have said that. Epidemiologist and disease expert, contagious disease expert, a genius who probably has an IQ hovering around 160, 20 points above a genius. I know what a genius is. Be that as it may, President Trump is in lockstep with Dr. Fauci. But the foundation of our fears are not the same as Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci, his fear is not that he has a security detail, the same as President Trump, because his life has been threatened. That's not the basis of his fear. The basis of his fear is the same as Albert Einstein's nightmare. And his nightmare is quantum mechanics. Of course, Einstein had two saviors. One was Max Planck, and the other was Wolfgang Pauli. Wolfgang Pauli has what's known as the exclusion principle, and Max Planck has a 10 to the minus 34th power. Now, I won't get into all that, but that has a profound meaning about what COVID-19 is all about. COVID-19 was not started in China. It manifested itself in China. And COVID-19 was not only all over the earth at the same time, but it was all over the galaxy. It was all over the universe. It was at the doorsteps of God. Yeah, I said it. Because of the scientific proof, undeniable, of what's called a double-slit proton experiment. A subatomic particle fired at two openings. Which one would it choose? It chose both. So the essence of Dr. Fauci is that the whole nation should be on lockdown. Let me give you the simple arithmetic. It's not even mathematics. 6 feet apart, that's distance, right? Well, you can't have distance without an element of time. Otherwise, you're in violation of Albert Einstein's space-time continuum. It's like a coin. A coin has a head and a tail, so you flip it. It's called probability. Well, no matter how many times it falls on heads, there's still 50-50 probability that it's going to fall on heads again. Whether it falls on heads 50 times, the probability remains the same. So I say that to introduce, this is another piece of the puzzle. I did my PhD dissertation on Albert Einstein's special relativity theory under the mentorship of Dr. John Childs at Wayne State University in 1992 and earned 110% when I submitted the outline of synopsis of my dissertation. But anyway, the segue I wish to make is based in quantum mechanics, which is commonly referred to as Einstein's nightmare, which seems to be in contradiction, or at least paradoxical, to relativity theory. Well, it happens to be something that occurs in another world. It's not the observable world or the world as we ordinarily see it or view it. But the quantum world is cattywampus to what we see. It's just the opposite. Things work backward. Nothing is faster than the speed of light. But with the coronavirus, COVID-19, it's faster than the speed of light. There's that possibility. Dr. Fauci knows it. I understand it. I know it. Because I've been studying Einstein since the day he died, April 18, 1955. And I finally did a PhD at a world-class university. It has a 2% Carnegie rating. Only 2% of the universities in this country have a Carnegie rating, and Wayne State University at Detroit, Michigan is one. I grew up in Black Bottom, Detroit. I didn't have a chance to go to college until I went to Los Angeles. But anyway, be it as it may, this is a different part to the puzzle. I'm just showing you this to say, oh, this guy has some credibility. This is 125 pages of my PhD dissertation, which was submitted in 1992 at Wayne State University. I have 3 books. They're on the web, and I'm not going to advertise them because this is too serious a matter. But anyway, the basic understanding of what you put forth is the counter reality of what we think COVID-19 is. And Dr. Fauci is well aware of this phenomenon. Is this thing subject to our space-time continuum? Or does it exist in the quantum world? Does it operate off of quantum gravity? Off of what's called a boson special or different state of gravitational fields, the dark particle, which we've searched for 20 years. We know the energy is there. And the particle is probably 1,000 times greater or more massive than the photon particle, which was discovered more than 100 years ago. So the light particle we know about. But the dark particle, we know the universe is about over 95% made of dark matter. These are physical facts. These are not theories. We know that they're facts. So, anyway, this is just another part of the puzzle, folks. That, is this a quantum phenomena? Or is it subject to space-time? Continuum, as Einstein's special relativity says. But there are two parts to Einstein's relativity. There's special relativity, which is the laws of physics, and then there's general relativity, which is the law that governs those laws. It works like our Constitution. A state can't pass a law contrary or inconsistent with constitutional law. The Constitution is a law about laws that govern all laws. And this is the law that President Trump, he doesn't want to violate that law. That's why he's not going to dictate that all the states be shut down and follow the same 6 feet for 30 days is equivalent to 6 feet of space, which is 180 degrees, and 720 hours of time. So there's your space-time continuum. So if we stay separated 6 feet for 30 days, we're going to flatten the curve. So I won't get into flattening the curve at this juncture, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it at this, and I'm laughing to just keep from crying, because I'm scared. I'm scared for the same reason that Dr. Fauci is scared. I'm not scared because you're scared. I'm scared because I wrote the book. This is not the only book. This is the book on the virus, published in 1977. Surrealism. Persistence of Memories of Painting by Salvador Dali, who was a world-renowned surrealist. So, since I had to make money to live in Silicon Valley, where Mike Zuckerberg lives, where Steve Jobs lives, and where a lot of other people live, I live in Saintville. I had to stay here 5 years, so I sent my book, a commercial version, to a publication that's been around since 1894. That's 125 years. They have a copy of my work. But what I did was I had to commercialize Einstein logic and epistemology into this, utilizing the scientific method in horse racing. So people actually get on me about this. They say, "Whoa, you're a horse racing man." I said, "No, it's just something I did on the side." This was published in 1991. It's in the Library of Congress. All my books are in the Library of Congress. They all have international standard book numbers. They can all be purchased on Amazon.com. You can go to my website, hwhitney.us, and it's all legitimate. It's not a scam. It's not a con game. So any information you want, please Yahoo Spicer Christine 42 at yahoo.com. Spicer, S as in Sam, P as in Paul, I as in it, C as in cat, E as in Ethel, R as in Robert, C as in cat, H as in Harry, R as in Robert, I as in it, T as in Tom, I as in it, N as in Nancy, I as in it, in Christine, Spicer Christine, numeral 42 at yahoo.com. And that's my attorney, my counselor, my associate, and my sister in Christ. Thank you very much. And we got to pray. We got to pray this thing. We got to pray on this one now. All right. I'll talk to you later. You can contact me anytime by way of my counselor, Miss Christine Spicer. But contact her, SpicerChristine42 at yahoo.com. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later. Like I say, I'm laughing to keep from crying. I'll talk to you later.